Comic Army, welcome back to my channel. Happy new comic book day. It's a beautiful day here in Ontario, Canada, and I need my caffeine because I've been up since 4:45. It's been a hell of a day, brand new job, a lot of training. Things just kind of went off the rails today, but you know, that's why they call it work and not fun. But anyways, that cool intro that you just saw, the whole kaleidoscope look that was brought to me by Manny from the Tomorrow Cinema, and he did that free for me. And I said to him, well, what can I do to ever pay you back? And he said, whenever you use it, try to spotlight a YouTube channel that no one may have heard of, or something, or a channel that's kind of small. And with that being said, I want to spotlight someone who I consider a friend of mine now. It's Kyle from the Promiscuous Time Traveler YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out his stuff, you need to go do it. This is a channel where a young man from California has interviewed The Rock. I'm not kidding. He interviewed The Rock. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to bring Kyle on right now just to have him confirm that he actually sat down with The Rock. So again, I just want to spotlight Kyle's channel on behalf of the Tomorrow Cinema. He was kind enough to make my intro. So Kyle, how was it interviewing The Rock? And how are you today, by the way, brother?
I'm doing great. That intro, I was like, that was cool. Like, I loved the it was super realm warpy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But thank you. I mean, I have like 100 subscribers. I just do parody stuff, and I did interview The Rock. I have his tattoo as well. He left. Oh, it's right here. So The Rock left me a souvenir, and it is his tattoo.
Very good. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. I gotta keep this forever.
Yeah, quite generous. And yeah, I have a couple more people backstage. I'm gonna bring in my friend from one of my favorite cities in the United States. It's Chip Gettler from Chicago, and Rob from Rob's Fat Stacks, and also coming from beautiful California. I can't say, guys,
stoned the whole time.
Totally. I can say I've been to California. I've only been inside LAX from a transfer from Vegas back to Toronto, but I can't say that I've been in California. So I've been in, all your states.
There we go.
But anyways, guys, thank you for joining me this awesome new comic book day. I think all of us can agree this is probably one of the better weeks that we've had in quite a while for comic books.
It marks an auspicious day, that's for sure.
And but before we begin, I want to just give a quiet shout out to those in the chat. Ruben Guzman, who's now going under the White Tiger C3 banner, comics, cartridges, and collectibles. Cowabunga fam, hope you're doing well. Battle 66 Delta, hope that you're doing well, my man. You and your family. Wheelchair Superhero 87, thank you for spending some time with us. Warlord, hello.
Yeah.
And Battle 66 Delta is agreeing that Promiscuous is awesome. That he loves the Promiscuous Time Traveler over at X11 Bravo, and we're having some laughs. So
very good.
Right here, right now, 24 hours later, myself, Rob, and Chip have reunited on my channel.
Literally verbatim, just add me.
But some of you who are watching may not know, the three of us yesterday were on another channel, Whack Comics. And the truth of the matter is, it was just supposed to be Rob that was supposed to be the guest that was highlighted for this episode, brought to us by the team, Lee and Tyler at Whack Comics. And like all joking aside, two of the funniest human beings that you're ever going to see. And their comedic their comedic timing is uncanny and fantastic. Yeah. But the story behind it all is, to let Rob in on the story is, and Chip can probably tell his story as well afterwards, is that I was just contacted by Tyler. Hey, Chris, do you have just a couple minutes to hop on my channel when Rob's on there? We just want to have a surprise for him. And, we're just going to have a couple laughs. And of course, my response being me is like, I hope you're not going to make fun of me on there. And he's like, no, this is just about Rob. And I'm like, all right, man, like I'm his Slab Hub, co-host, and let's do it. I guess he's just trying to reach out for guys that Rob, has a friendship with. And little did I know
that we're not friends. Wait,
that I've never met this man before in my life, and I couldn't pick him out of the lineup before. So
I was in a similar situation. I get a message first thing in the morning when I wake up, and I'm like, oh, okay, what's he want? And I'm responding back to Tyler. It's like, hey, we're gonna have Rob on, and we're trying to get a bunch of people to come on to actually just mess around with Rob and totally freak him out and overwhelm him with all these people. And I'm just like, sure, what do I need to do? Do I need to prepare for anything? Do I need no, just come on in. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, all right, fine.
Because I seem like the kind of guy that would get overwhelmed by a bunch of people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The writing was on the wall, Rob, and we just ignored the hell out of it.
Yeah,
literally, I hang it on the wall.
Yeah, so little do Chip and I realize what's about to happen is that Whack Comics is going to have their version of like the gay dating game. Yeah. And which Lee is the one that we're all pining for his attention, and it quickly goes upside down really fast. It goes from like
rescuing my wife
PG-13 to rated R. Yeah.
Chris couldn't let his coat completely loosen up. You were like so.
I was just
tightened up, like you were so afraid of something accidentally slipping in your sphincter. You were so tight. It's like just like resisting. Even when you were going with it, you were resisting it. It was like,
I just this is so unnatural. But you try to be a good sport and have fun, but in the end, it was
you guys
I
in the
laughed
Canadian
and laughed.
military don't joke around about that stuff.
I know the
American in our military, they joke around about that stuff nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no chew the biscuit conversations in the Canadian Armed Forces, sir. That doesn't exist. But anyways, I had a great
Navy
time.
keep the Marines on the ship, right?
There are no Marines in Canada.
It's cheaper, too obvious.
I think the point is go watch it because it thoroughly.
Yes.
I watched it and then they slowly all joined the backstage, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's all coming together.
Yeah, it was great. Like all joking aside, I had a great time.
Oh, it was fun.
It was fun.
I was glad that they tried to throw me off my game because I mean that was the whole thing. Is Tyler knew and Lee knew based on conversations I'd been having with them since they asked me that I was preparing.
Yes.
And stuff. And so being, your background, or as, Austin says, you DJ persona and stuff. Yeah. It's like, you're trying to prepare to be what's coming up. So that way you can go with it and then get into that mindset is part of it too, right? Of what their show's all about. So, what's going on. And so, yeah, okay. I had myself a script for breaking news ready to go. And I had, different segments that I had different stuff I had planned out and other things, but so they threw me off my game a little bit by throwing on the dating game segment for sure, because they're all going, don't forget your three top reads or whatever. So I had my books ready for three top reads, and instead it's like, oh, okay, guys, I see where we're going.
Breaking news,
and that's fine. But I mean, I have like, you want, I can be tight and conservative, but if you want me to break loose and be a complete utter goofball and nutter and let it go, hey, I don't care.
Exactly.
I was a Cub Master, man. I was a scout. I can ad lib and go for days.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I got it. The fact that you threw to Trudeau too was great.
Kyle, I can go for days, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just upset that my script that I had scripted, as I was saying backstage, that Trudeau was talking to his ministers and said, "Who's laughing now? You hosers," was what was scripted. But as I read it, I was I was fast in my delivery trying to get through because I was conscious of how long it was.
Yeah.
And I said wankers because they kept talking about wankers throughout the whole damn show.
With like hard R's, ERs, like
so that kind of I was kind of disappointed with that. But what are you gonna do?
It's good time.
I gotta admit, Trump saying that he's not gonna be nice to anybody. By the way, where's the Tim Hortons is like right on.
They didn't get that reference either. Nobody got that reference.
He just kind of looked at
as long as
Tim
Chris
Hortons.
got that
What's this?
reference.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
Chris brought it up. He's like, they have no idea what you're
Yeah,
talking
when I
about.
brought it
They
up,
have
I
no
heard-
idea what you're talking
When I
about.
took
The
my
thing is,
nuts
like,
on
a
your
lot of
donut.
the northern states know
Yeah.
what Tim
Uh-huh.
Hortons is. Like Tim Hortons is
even-
across some of the northern states, Ohio, New York, Michigan. But yeah,
Yep. Even
Mars.
Chris's reference about the we're both against the crown,
monarchy, yeah.
but we're also what is it?
The Commonwealth.
Commonwealth. Yeah.
Part of
Even
the
that one
Commonwealth.
over
The Commonwealth
even that one
really
over
is
everybody's
nothing
head.
anymore than
No.
pure just figurehead.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's just a sign of respect at this point now.
Right.
Correct.
They if there was a war, they might come to each other's aid, but you know,
Doubtful.
Maybe.
Not my
Might. I
nation.
said
My nation will
might.
just kind of peacekeep in our own territory.
It'd be like, hey, you guys down there, you going? You need me to send? You need me to send a squad so you can be an international force? Okay,
Yeah.
but I mean,
But,
now that Trudeau commands the entire United States, who knows what you guys will do, right?
That's true.
You know, all right, we're gonna bring in Beckerman. Mike, how are you this afternoon?
Beckerman.
Hi, everybody.
Well, how did you?
But yeah, anyone who's in the chat that picked up some books today that wants to show them off, there is a link in the information area of this video. Go ahead and click that link and feel free to
Come
hop
in and
on
whip it out.
and yeah, show us what you got.
I got
But,
some
but-
books
What you
today.
got?
All right, I'm gonna throw to Kyle because Kyle's books are gonna be just a little different this time.
Yes.
Aren't they
So
always?
A little different this time than the rest of us, or a little
I
bit
was gonna
different from
say.
him. His normal,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's different
No,
than
not
his
today.
normal stuff. That it's gonna be the same as the rest of us.
Not that different, but I was unable to go in. But I know what's in my
Riveting.
pull box, and I'm not changing it. So first we got to start off with the Adam Hughes
Yes.
Gun Honey cover. And for those of you who don't know, this series has already been optioned, and it's gone to a third printing. And the third printing is also Adam Hughes with a red foil.
that's
styles.
that's sadly there's a cut on her leg in case you guys didn't notice.
Yeah,
darn.
I was actually looking
I
at her.
paid too much
just
attention to the dog.
I was more interested in her jawline. Very nice jawline. You see the jaws right
Is
there?
that a dog? I don't know. I just saw something down there.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
woman on there. Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's stuff going on there. I really
if
like
Mars
this
wasn't
series.
here, we wouldn't be acting like this right now.
That's very true.
She
A
keeps
lot of
us on the
respect for
straight and
Mars
narrow.
Comics. A lot of respect.
She puts up with a lot of crap from us.
Absolutely, like no joke. Beckstar
Us as
95.
in us as a group, or us as in the male species?
Both.
The latter.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
The latter.
Yeah, I'd say both.
That's a fair
I
comment.
don't know who needs to hear this, but there is no us. I'm
Bad.
gonna separate right
It's
now.
saying them.
Oh.
family stuff.
says the guy wearing the Burke family shirt.
Yeah, Burke
There's
fam.
there's
Wait a
the
second. That's
panel
not
and
a
then
that's
there's
not a
the-
real Burke fam
Yeah.
shirt. It's a counterfeit. You know why I know? Because it has sleeves.
It does.
True.
Yeah.
Digger, thanks for joining us.
Very
Hope
much.
Hope you're doing okay,
Yeah.
Jim.
It has
Yeah.
sleeves because I'm 41 and I'm not on my way to a volleyball game.
Yeah.
Not sure if anybody's heard of this title, Death by Life.
That's by nope.
Who's the publisher?
Full cover.
Antarctic Press, the
Okay.
worst publisher in the world with being on time and getting deliveries correct. But the paper quality is amazing and the art is fantastic. It just
Yeah.
colors are awesome. This is a #1 that I've been talking about in chats for a while.
Unborn.
I got some whiplash because
Do you have to read that one in the fetal position?
basically.
That's
this is my
deep, Rob. That's deep.
This is my favorite Merca and Dolfo. This is #2, the second print. It came out this
Sweet
week.
paprika.
And I'm not sure if this came out, but it was supposed to come out. I think it got delayed by the Horns, which is my favorite series out right now. I highly recommend everybody get By the Horns. It is so freaking good. The autumnal trade paperback I also picked up.
Yeah.
The first one.
Or will pick up.
Will pick up. I mean, it's in a bag in the comic shop. I'm not gonna put it back on the shelf. Darling #4. This is a very, very it's a deep comic book. It talks about homelessness and drug addiction. Silver City,
Reno,
and
Nevada.
then
Huge
Out of
fan of
body.
that book. Huge
Yeah.
fan of that Silver City.
Silver City is amazing. Like,
Yes.
in the term, like I thought it was going to be a vampire book after issue 1, but then I got more and more into it, and I'm like, wait a second, no, this is nothing. Like it just looked the first cover A of Silver City #1 looks like it's going to be vampires, and even the description kind of thought about vampires, but it's actually about the afterlife, and when you die, you go to Silver City. Without spoiling too much, yeah. So Out of Body, and then something that I wanted to talk about was
I'm loving
spent
Out
a-
of Body, by the way.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's another.
It's a good story, but a beautiful book.
I can't put it
Yeah.
down. Like the colors just freaking pop off the page, and I just can't get enough of it. And
Adrian, you are correct, sir.
Yeah, Aftershock with Bunny Mask, which I'm gonna be putting a panel together and talking Bunny Mask. If anybody wants to join, let me know. I'm a big Something Is Killing the Children hater, and so I obviously spent money and picked up the the slipcase, and then there's also a slipcase for Once in Future. But these are pre-order; they're coming out later. I just want to tell people about them. That Boom Studio is doing slipcases. That's all I have.
All right. Now I saw Chip showed me his large stack.
Oh, I did. Hi.
Show us what you got, Chip.
Did you whip it out?
Now my question is this: under or over $100 today?
It's under. It's way under. As
Your wife is right there, isn't she?
No, it did actually come in just under.
Blink
Yeah,
twice.
I had to pitch that fastball as fast as I could. I will take that strike.
So I, unfortunately for me, it's been about 4 weeks since I had been to a comic shop. So I had some catching up to do. So you're going to see some oldies in here. I'm sorry, but
All right.
I ended up getting this Scumbag.
I've heard a lot of good things about Scumbag.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it. Actually, I think it's fun. It's a fun comic.
Basilisk.
Basilisk. And then this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in my
Yeah,
pool bin. I just went
I
in and grabbed
know.
things right out of my pool bin. Daredevil,
Great storyline right now.
Dr. Afra.
Dr. Afra, yeah.
Is one of them that I'm really enjoying. Stillwater.
Yeah.
Although
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought the first half of it was much better before they took the break.
I'm
but
seeing
I've
a
been really
Zdarsky feel to your pulls here.
Yeah, no, yeah. I got a lot of Zdarsky in it.
There we go.
Is that the one I was supposed to
nice.
get there, Chris?
That's the hot pick, sir.
Yeah, okay. That's how. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I just happened to be in my pool bin. I'm like, I don't know.
Whoa,
That was
that's
a
a cool
cool-
Wonder Woman cover. Okay.
Yeah, it's very neat.
That's
That
the
looks like
B,
that looks
right?
like our girl Jenny.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's a fantastic scarecrow.
Some scarecrow action.
It's growing on me because I thought it was like pretty cool, and I even said I made a video of demonic looking, but
yeah.
I like the old scarecrow face, but
Yeah.
this
Hold,
one's
Chip, hold that
growing
up
on
for
me.
a sec. Hold that up for a
Yes,
second.
yes, sir.
I like the
Look at that. See? A pair of scissors and I got him defeated, no problem.
Exactly. Clip, a couple of chords, and he's done.
he is paper
Yeah.
to your scissors.
Yes, exactly. Little
Always.
Batman,
Mike,
Superman
what's the
annual.
name of that book? Hold that up again, Chip. Mike, what's the name of that one?
Oh yeah, that's perfect, Mike. We can hear you.
Batman, Superman.
Superman.
Batman, Superman. Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
Superman.
Yes. I like the Clown Hunter backup stories in the back of those.
Okay, I haven't read. I knew nothing about Fear State because of it.
Me neither. I just read the Clown Hunter backup stories.
There we go.
Miles.
Yes,
go.
new suit.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's
Spider-
correct.
Man.
Bastards.
That was a couple people's picks.
Sorry, guys. This is going a while. Geiger.
No.
Oh, let her roll,
There's no-
Geiger.
Wait, which one's that? Oh, that's 6? Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, 7
Cool.
came out
I
today.
haven't seen that cover. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, 7 came out today.
I
thought Geiger
believe it
already
was
finished.
What the
7.
hell?
No.
Hey,
I don't think there's a Geiger 7. I think it's
Oh.
Geiger
I was gonna
6.
say this was in my pool bin, like a.
Yeah, it's 6. My apologies.
Yeah.
That's
Sector
very good.
2815. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Sector. Yes, I love those.
Catwoman. I don't know what Mark Your Calendar is all about, but you know.
Mike?
Is it Calendar Man there?
Yeah, there's 2 books that came out this week that have Calendar Man in them.
Gotcha,
Calendar Man?
Gotcha. Calendar Man.
Calendar Man.
Just bring back Bookworm.
Yeah.
That was the only Batman villain that you ever needed.
Berserker.
I've been looking forward to that, Chip.
Berserker.
The worst book
Killer.
ever.
There we go. Something is killing the children.
Something is killing the comic industry.
Picked up a couple of these. Just
Wow,
those
man.
2.
Are you really against it?
I am actually. Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you, Kyle.
Noctera.
It's because it went mainstream, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm one of those
Wait.
people that like you find a band.
Crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah, crossover.
Oh, you're-
and then when it gets popular,
And then
you go,
this
"Oh
one.
no, I don't like them anymore."
Hold on.
Like their
Chip,
old
bring
stuff.
that in just a little bit. Let's
That's
just
my
appreciate
cover.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, see.
That's a
The
great
Department of
cover.
Truth variant covers were fantastic for this issue.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so my opinion of Something is Killing the Children is Something is Killing the Children. So hot right now.
You liked them back when they
It's
were
on
the
the
first
stage.
print of issue 1, and that's it.
I
Everything.
still don't like it.
Wow, Kyle, what an incredible take for a young guy from California to have.
Right?
You know,
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
bucking,
It's not even hot.
bucking the
Exactly.
norms. You show us.
I'm more independent than the independent market.
Chris,
So this is
like yours
probably. Sorry, go ahead, boys.
I was gonna say, Chris, yours
No,
is
that's
yours is as big as mine, but
Yeah,
yours is
yeah.
newer than mine. Yours is younger.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Well, out here we're comparing sizes. I
mean,
thought we were
show-
coming on
show
here
don't
just
tell
to,
it.
Where's Lee
Yeah.
now?
to have it and have some fun, but no.
All right, Chris, take us away.
All right, as always, guys, I always start with the Independents, and I'm going with my absolute favorite book, even though I'm not particularly enjoying this arc. But like Chip, it's Something is Killing the Children. You get thumbs down that all you want. When this becomes a show, you're going to be watching it live as it comes on TV.
Probably.
Yes,
probably.
James Tynan's magnus opus, as far as I'm concerned. I picked up the B as well.
That's actually a
That
really
was
cool
nice.
cover.
Yeah, it's a nice cover.
Something
Really good.
Killing
it,
your
yeah.
wallet.
I'll give it
Yeah,
that. There you go.
that's
Something's
true.
killing
That
your
is
wallet.
true, Rob.
Yeah, something
I didn't
killed
come
my
up
wall.
with that. You can't. Chris already had that as an episode one time, so it was nothing to do with
Yeah.
me. I'm just
Yeah.
parodying his own content.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Problem.
That was not a good episode either.
That
let me
wasn't
tell
a
you.
good episode, but it was
I'm
funny.
just-
But
somebody
yeah,
has to
was
get
it
back
funny?
at it.
I think we
I'm
could
glad
turn
you-
it into
I'm
a
glad-
nice hash.
You got
We could-
content out of it, and you got giveaway goodies.
We could turn that
Come
into a
on.
nice hashtag though. Anytime someone's talking about it, we could just drop the hashtag Something's Killing the Wallet everywhere we
Something's
go.
going a wallet.
Actually, I like that. That's cool.
Something is killing the wallet. Yeah. Wheelchair Superhero 87. My wallet said swear words to me that I haven't heard since basic training, and I was in the military like 25 years ago. But yeah.
Yeah.
Also from Boom Studios, I got the foil Berserker 5.
Oh, very good.
Berserker.
Way to respect the exclamation mark too.
Yes.
Thank you. You know,
Yeah.
it's like that band that George Michael was in. It's wham. It
Wham.
wasn't just wham. It's wham, and it's
Yep.
boom.
Who needs
Studios.
vowels when you have so many consonants?
Well, you know, it's Keanu, and Keanu has like all the vowels in his name, so
Yeah, okay.
I'm willing to let it go.
Fair enough.
Yeah, really. I want to hear Beckerman tell us how to pronounce that one.
Hold on. Yeah,
Berserker.
Mike, you got a take for us?
Berserker.
Okay, thank you.
He's like, yeah, it's
Moving
You
on.
just can't open your mouth when you say it.
Yeah.
You gotta clench
Oh,
your jaw.
okay.
Berserker.
So say it through your teeth.
Berserker.
Berserker.
It's all teeth. Berserker.
Berserker.
So I've heard
Maybe you
good
get
things.
shocked with a cattle prod while you say it in order to pronounce it properly.
All right, what's next, guys?
I cut off
Sucker.
Chris again.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
I'm a sucker for foils. It took me a while to realize
I like
that
them
the
too.
main character's name in Berserker is just B.
Well, they do say his name when he's a part of the tribe, when he's a young
okay.
boy. I've heard good things and bad things about this, but I picked up issue 1 of Eat the Rich.
You hear
And if
good
you pick
things
up
from me.
issue 1, you know what you got to do. You got to pick up issue 2.
Mm.
So I've heard, like I said, good things and bad things about it. I think Kyle said something good about it,
Yes, I
and
did.
Taylor Winder said something bad, but Taylor Winder doesn't say very many good things about comic books, right? Let's just be honest.
True. That is true.
Yeah,
you don't limit yourself to comic books. Taylor Winder
That's
does say a
good.
lot of nice
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I appreciate Taylor Winder's opinions.
Oh, it's
Please
pretty good what
sponsor-
Adrian did there.
Please sponsor
Mhm.
me.
Peter Milligan's and Inaki Miranda out of body.
In
Yeah.
person.
I should have
Yeah,
bought that.
I'm really liking Inaki Miranda
That
and the
looks so
Miranda
much better
Brothers
than it
stuff.
did when Kyle
The-
showed it.
The
Thank you.
art.
Maybe
the
because
art-
it was a real book.
In person.
In person.
It's on hand.
I really got
person.
more of a sense of
Hold on,
what
it's
it was.
in hand,
and-
out of body.
What if
Yeah.
I switch to only digital comics and I have to like show which ones I have and scroll through my library?
Mhm.
Rob, there's
then,
no
then what I want you to do is I want you to start slabbing your iPhone and
Yeah.
have a bunch of iPhones that are with chargers that are permanently done up there,
Yes.
slabbed up behind you.
Yeah.
So you have the great
I actually
digital
had an
wall.
idea of like a holographic slab where you can actually upload whatever slab you want and it just projects on an LCD screen.
That'd be cool.
I don't know if anyone really knows what's going on in Bunny Mask. I've said that before, and I'll say it
No,
again.
Mars.
It's a guilty pleasure, but I have no idea. Other than just like homeschool dentistry, I'm not sure.
Mars, join the panel that I'm creating for a Bunny
Yeah.
Mask talk. We're gonna just sit around and
Okay.
talk about how confused we all are.
Mhm.
This was a
I'll tell
book
you exactly what's going on with Bunny Mask.
that
Surprised you guys haven't figured it out yet. They're just taking your money and laughing.
yeah, it's talk about something that's killing the wallet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rob
What's
said there
that?
was a dog on this cover. There is no dog on.
Oh,
on
what is
Gun
that
Honey,
down there?
On Gun
What's
Honey
down-
issue number
what's
one.
down in the lower right corner? I couldn't tell. Something
That's a
got-
dude
there.
she's
That's
dragging out of the water.
Oh, it's a dude.
And see what I
Got
see?
it.
She
Okay.
does have a cut on her leg.
Yeah,
She
okay, fair
does.
enough.
Chris, where's the water? I don't see water in the cover. There. Oh, there's the water. You gotta really zoom in there.
If you have a foot fetish, you may
it's
enjoy this cover.
Tootsies. Yeah, there's Tootsies.
That is such a beautiful cover. I don't care what you say. You
Yeah,
can call me
Adam
whatever you
Hughes
want.
Adam Hughes is a master. Let's be honest, and that's a terrific cover. And yeah,
It's just
that's
her attitude. Like she looks like she's like, oh, I love it.
She's
That was,
praying the sea breeze doesn't come.
all right.
Yes,
I guess
okay,
Adrian's
cool,
going to show
yeah.
up,
So
and
Drax
Mars is saying she will fit right in.
Mars, cool. All right, cool. So
All
I'll
right.
make sure I message Mars.
Issue 7 of this series saved it for me, but it's only because Chip Zdarsky got to do it solo and write a story about himself in Northern Ontario. But this is issue 8 of Crossover, starting a brand new arc. I'm going to give it a go. I didn't enjoy the first arc. I did like the fact that we had the Savage Dragon in it.
Yes.
But issue 7 I thought was really, really good. Chip
and
Zdarsky just
Witchblade was there too.
yeah, just poking fun at himself, and Chip Zdarsky's really good at that kind of thing.
I think you'll like where this one goes. I did read issue 8.
All right, Austin, let's yeah, like she does have a nice set of eyes.
Pear. It's
I
pear.
like her jaw, her bone structure. Really
You
good
don't
jaw
have a
formation.
set of eyes. It's a pair of eyes.
I don't know, kind of a weak jawline.
Jaw's there.
Hughes can do better than that.
Damn, Hughes. Slacking over there.
A candidate for cover of the week, but I am going to trump this. This is Spawn 322
Nice.
again. Like, come on! Like, if you're into any kind of guns, like, come on! Like, that's a quiet homage to the '90s if I've ever seen one.
There's a Gatling gun with a grenade launcher underneath and something on top. I don't know what on top is.
Oh.
Because that seems about right.
My cover of the week is Chip, who's trying to avoid the logo. The Department of Truth. That he
Poor
showed.
Chip.
That was my cover. Of the week.
This is the best
behind.
I've ever looked right here. At this point, right here. And I've got that green
okay.
logo in front of me.
Sorry, Chip. We would have liked to seen you, but Chris has to promote himself more.
Exactly. I mean, it's not like his name isn't everywhere on the channel right now.
I've been trying to teach him how to do it, but it's all about logo placement.
All right. A gentleman who doesn't need a logo because his name precedes him. It's Streetside Anthony. Anthony, how are you, my man?
What's going on, Anthony?
What's up, everybody? Sorry I'm so late to the party.
All good. All
Please
good.
get out of just
Thanks
got
for
out of
joining
work,
us.
and actually, it was my pleasure. Thank you for having me back on. I appreciate it. You guys are freaking awesome. I didn't even get to go to my LCS today, so it was like literally work straight here. You know, it was one of those things. Like honestly, the last few weeks, I actually probably have, I think, 3 weeks worth of books that I'm behind on. So yeah, but luckily, you know what's funny? I don't get a chance to read that much anymore. Oh yeah, right. I don't get a chance to read as much as I'd like to, so it's like it's kind of low. Maybe now, let's see, Someone's Killing Children came back out. Yeah, probably got like 12, 15 books, you know. But I did pick up some books at the con that I sold at, and you know, anytime you sell at a con, you always have to buy also. So you know, I picked up a few of those. If you'd like me to show you a few things later on, or now, or whatever you guys.
Yep. Let me just finish this, and we'll get into your stuff.
Finish up, and then we'll. I think Rob's next.
Yeah, please take it down.
All right.
See the good
so
stuff.
this is the second printing of Geiger, introducing Junkyard Joe.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Nice. I really like
what have I told you, Chris, about second printings?
I do have the first.
Okay.
All right, that's just my reader copy. This is my absolute cover of the week. My cover of the week. I do have a soft spot for Wonder Woman. This is Wonder Woman issue 4 of Black and Gold.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's
nice.
Cool.
It's a cool cover.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
She's got like LEDs around her, right?
It's the last one.
I'm kidding. I'm
just the last one.
Obviously kidding.
I'm like, he's got to be messing around.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cover of the week.
That's a good cover. That's really cool.
It's a really good cover.
Yeah.
Do you know the artist on the cover or no?
We'll find out.
Cool. Thank you.
Wait, where are your gloves?
I know. It's so shiny.
Bend it further.
Yeah.
It's deep right in by the spine.
Simone DeMeo and Matthias Bagara.
All right. Yeah. Shout out to Simone and Matthias. That is a cool cover, though. That's beautiful.
Black and white floor. There's been a lot of great Wonder Woman covers that have come out of that book.
Mm-hmm.
I actually enjoy that DC's using those 3 tones. And like there's Superman, red, white, and blue.
Batman, black and white.
Black and white.
Yeah.
That's only 2. Sorry. It just already broke your 3 tones.
I know, yeah. I was thinking Wolverine, red, white, and blood.
That different publisher.
Yeah.
Marvel's been doing it.
I got Deathstroke Inc. issue 1, but I went with the cover B. I wanted to get the one that spotlighted his daughter on the cover, but my LCS just didn't have it.
Oh, really?
I showed up at my LCS about 3 hours after it was open, and there was a few books that was sold out already. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
So you wanted the Hughes cover.
Nice.
You got it. One of my favorite artists is Lee Bermeo, and Detective Comics 1043. What else can I say? Just Bermeo being Bermeo all over the place again.
Yeah.
He
knows how to like.
Is that a W4 or what? No.
Well, it's similar to mine, but I'm pretty sure Batman doesn't ride a Honda like I do.
I know. Follow the leader. He's on a Honda, right?
Looks like a Tron homage almost, except he's on a Harley.
Yeah. All right, switching over to Marvel. Normally I start with the franchise, but I'll save him for a little bit later. But I'll go with the franchise's spin-off, Miles Morales. This is 30, correct? Yeah.
Nice.
Now, Rob, what issue did he get his new suit officially?
29.
29. I think
they're coming with
cameos in 29, and this is the first full.
Okay.
And the first cover should be 29 second print.
Okay. But this was the last one on the shelf.
Nice.
Nice. People are gobbling it up. Another candidate for cover of the week is Inferno issue 1.
Who's that?
Oh yeah, it's a cool cover.
Yeah.
No, seriously, who's that? I don't read Marvel.
Really? You don't know who this is?
Nope.
You haven't seen an X-Men movie?
Nope. She's
Rebecca Remain Stamos?
Nope.
No?
I'm dead serious. Like
I like that. I like that we're all.
serious.
I like that we're all silent and like
You don't know Mystique.
We're just stunned.
You don't know who Mystique is.
No, I do not.
It's like
she's a shape changer.
Yeah.
Well,
is that what? What's her?
She
changes.
It's not really shape changer is not 100% correct, but she can only change because she can't shift into things other than people. But
okay,
yeah.
That's who Lois played on Family Guy.
So she's like a scroll then, right? She's a blue scroll.
She's a mutant. She's a mutant, but yes, she does what the scrolls do.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Okay. Full disclosure: that last comment was on purpose, but the first comment was honest. I don't read X-Men. I don't read Marvel.
I almost feel like you would have to actively avoid that knowledge, being even into comics and in a shop.
Never watched a cartoon of the X-Men.
Right?
No, I haven't. I've steered clear of X-Men my entire life. I know nothing of X-Men.
You are just the edgiest.
Yeah,
man.
You can judge me. That's fine.
I'm not judging at all. Like that's
okay. I will.
We did that. We just did that like 10 minutes ago. Now we're past that.
Why don't you take your hat?
My phone.
I used to be the most contrarian of comic book fans. Like my first con, I don't know. I was just really awful to anybody that wasn't like at the Marvel booth. I was still pretty young. I grew up very solid Marvel. I wouldn't touch DC books until probably 19, 20. When did No Man's Land wrap up? When No Man's Land wrapped up, one of my friends finally just told me, enough of this, read it.
Yeah. Kyle, put your hat back on, grab your harmonica, and go back to practicing with your band.
Exactly.
All right,
Blues Traveler.
I can grab my harmonica and my ukulele.
I picked up.
Of course you do.
Picked up issue 17 from Donny Cates Thor. Pretty cool cover.
The third. Cool. Is that the final of the miniseries?
Oh, you see, I stopped picking. I haven't picked up a single Thor yet, but I have the complete run because I just wait for me to get somebody's that Spider-Man booth mystery box cast off. I get a complete run, man.
Yeah.
I think there's a 3-issue storyline, and I think that was the conclusion of the storyline. Is that correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So this week on Two Cool Guys, 2 hot picks. Mark's hot pick was the Department of Truth, and my comic shop sold out. This is the second time I had to remind my LCS that, hey, you need to pull that book for me. Yeah. And he failed to do so. So I do not have a copy of Mark's hot pick right now. Yeah, they're all right. Free bag and board, though. But my hot pick was...
What gets a free bag and board if you don't have a comic to put in it?
They give you the
you know what, though?
I mean, granted, I understand there's a shortage of bag and boards right now, and the bag and board might be worth more than the comic itself.
Keep it coming.
I mean, at the end of the day.
But my hot pick was the final appearance of Peter Parker in his own storyline. Because next month, when Nick Spencer is gone, Ben Reilly becomes the primary character. Peter Parker is going to be in a coma. And in this issue, you get to find out what Ben Reilly is going to be doing in the next issue. And it is, of course, the Legacy number 875, issue 74 of The Amazing Spider-Man. And there is a multitude of variant covers. I just decided that I'm not going to give Nick Spencer any more money other than just this one. So I picked this one up.
Nice cover.
It's Patrick Gleason doing fabulous stuff. But yeah, and there's actually, 9 times out of 10 covers really don't have anything to do with the storyline. But the last couple of pages, I've read the book. Peter takes MJ out for some web slinging, whatever you want to call it. And there's actually a scene where it's just like this.
It's very different. With all the
this isn't whack comics. But yeah,
no wonder there's clothes. Let's do some web swinging.
Yeah.
But everyone, that's my haul. And
they actually put 875 super big on that book, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they've been.
They blew.
Whichever number they think next month, 75 will be super big on it because they think it'll move the needle.
Okay, 2 months of just larger books, and that book is $9.99 for who's watching.
You know what I love is that everybody's just starting to get onto the Gleason hype and everything, but he's been a great artist for a long time.
Oh yeah,
don't get me wrong. What he did with Spider-Man was amazing. You know, that was cool and different. But I mean, he's been great forever. I mean, some of the stuff he did on what was it, Black Panther? I mean, like the Gleason variants. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I mean, amazing stuff with Black Panther. Actually, I sold. I think it was a 1 in 10 or 1 in 25 over this weekend. But yeah, he does great work.
I like his Swamp Thing.
Swamp
Thing.
Swamp Thing.
Swamp
Thing.
Yeah, that was nice too. Yeah,
look at the timing on that.
Yeah, good. The song almost writes itself.
Rob, show us what you got.
All right, I'm gonna just show you what I have. I'm gonna start here. Actually, surprisingly, I have more than one independent book this week.
Yes.
Oh wow! Stop the world.
I start with my
Firefly.
Boom.
My Firefly Rivers Run, because I love Firefly, and we'll read all the freaking Firefly books that they haven't come out. And then I was completely shocked and surprised when I saw this next book on the shelf, because I thought that this series had been canceled after 4 issues. Instead, it had just gone on hiatus. Issue 5 of Adventure Man, the Dodson's book, came out, and I love the Dodson's art, and the story's been a little bit of a slow build, but it's a kind of a fun. I'm enjoying it in this kind of pulpy action hero kind of throwback stuff. So I'm happy to see that it's still running and pick it back up and see where they've gone, because it's been on hiatus for months.
Who's the publisher for that? Is that Image?
It's Image.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know why I'm getting this. I just felt like maybe I was supposed to get Amazing Fantasy, and at this point I'm stuck because I can't cancel it. So, you know, the covers look cool. I mean, I like science fiction. So my LCS, the ASMs, they had lots of different covers. Surprisingly, a couple of the covers were pulled off of the wall and put into the, you know, we're going to keep them try to make them last longer by making you have to ask for them. Fortunately, both the covers I picked up were already pulled and are on that stuff, because I don't know if they're trying to catch her more. But so I did also pick up the Amazing Spider-Man there. My you know, MJ. I can't say no.
Conclusion of the Kindred saga.
And then
only took 3 years
because I can't say no to MJ.
Love that cover. Love it.
You know, I got to get myself.
I haven't seen that one. Well,
get myself some of that.
Black Cat over.
Looks
MJ.
like Pete's about to get some of that too.
Oh no! Look at that. MJ's spitting. She's spitting white stuff. So I mean,
she's slinging the web.
Yeah, she's ready to do some swinging.
Sorry, Mars.
Speaking of ready to do some swinging. I don't normally read Miles Morales, so this is completely me buying into hype for a moment, and not in FOMO, I suppose. And I love design variants.
Oh, nice!
Cool.
So
I gotta go back. Yeah,
I'm a sucker for design variants, and so
I'll put that on my
list. I think this is like a 1 in 10, because it wasn't
1 in 10. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Usually that's what
sell variants.
Usually that's what they do with the design variants, are 1 in 10. Yep. So I grabbed that. The prodigal son.
Yes, that's a good book. The fight finally starts, or the tournament finally officially starts.
I will say that
it only took forever.
My cover of the week was I didn't pick up. I saw it on the shelf and it was so beautiful. I almost bought it just to be able to share it on the show. But
lies.
I realized no. It's true, because first, I mean, the Deathstroke Inc. Adam Hughes cover was on the shelf and it caught my eye.
Yeah.
But then they had the incentive variant, the all foil Deathstroke, and that was looking mighty sexy. But I couldn't bring myself to spend the money on an incentive variant that I really had no interest on reading, just so I could share it on your show.
That's fair.
He's saying you're not worth it, Chris, is what he's really saying.
I really am. I mean,
thanks, Chip, for pointing that out.
So, anyways, continuing on.
So you didn't get either variant?
No, because I wasn't going to read the book. I mean, not that I'm going to read all of these either, but I just wasn't interested. I'm trying to be better about not buying things. As I just got done putting down the Miles Morales Spider-Man, I'm trying to be better about buying it.
Miles has actually been really good. Miles has been good.
Again,
they just finished the Clone Saga.
Not impulse buying in the store, but
that's the whole point. Is to
I limited myself. My Harley Quinn, even though the story has been a complete show.
I like the variant covers for Harley Quinn now.
Well, that's it. I'm stuck always getting
two. Okay, cool.
Because Derek Chu has been doing the B covers.
Thank you.
Since the first issue, and how can you not? I mean, it's almost like a Bermejo B cover on the Batman. I mean, how do you leave it on the shelf?
I agree.
I say that, of course, as I stopped picking up the B cover on Detective Comics, but I did pick up, because I've been picking up these the wanted folder file posters, the 1 in 25.
Are those? Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say, are those incentives too? My store doesn't carry incentives.
Oh, your store's pretty small. Detective Comics.
Thank you, Adrian. So I look forward to it.
Just the A cover, mostly because the B covers I found I like them better, but they just never are worth anything practically compared to the A cover when it comes to Batman. I'm sorry, Batman.
Batman.
But so Huntress.
Bring that in a little bit further. I want to see that image. That looks terrific.
That's what you want to see.
Can you show me her jawline? That's cool. Oh, that's a nice jawline too.
Those are nice heels she's wearing.
Yeah, but at least she's wearing a full set of pants. A lot of times they seem to draw her with like strappy pants, and her shirt, although it is a crop top, it does at least cover her entire chest. So good for her. She got a new wardrobe.
I really like that.
But then back to Marvel for a moment, just because I am the dork of dorks when it comes to Star Wars.
That's a great cover.
With the exception of my sister, who makes me look like a freaking newbie to Star Wars, and the 1 in 25.
Nice. Well, that's a good Lando.
Nice one.
Yeah, nice.
Lando has a nice moment with the Millennium Falcon in that book, by the way.
Okay.
Really?
No spoilers.
It's like he has sex with the Millennium Falcon.
I think you're projecting, but all right.
Well, Billy D is smooth, man. If anybody,
Billy D,
Action Jackson.
Well, we saw it was Danny Glover or his kid that was the one that was the.
That's not his kid.
Oh yeah, that's
whatever.
Donald Glover?
Isn't Crispin Glover Danny Glover's kid, right?
Oh, stop it. Is that all, Rob?
Yes, sir. That's aside from this box from CGC of 10 books that arrived, but I'm not opening that.
I like your punchline sketch variant on the wall.
You like that?
Yeah, I really do. I've been staring at it for a while.
That's a Tyler Kirkham. There.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, please do. Yeah, that's cool.
Wow.
Sweet. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Michael, show us what you got.
Well, I'm going to start with indies.
Yeah,
please do. They're the best.
I have 3 of them here.
Not enough.
Well, I've got more on the way. I'm in between shops right now, so I'm half at my new shop, half at my old.
I've done something similar recently.
Department of Truth. Sorry, I don't have them bagged and boarded yet.
See, my shop does that. That's why I go there.
I purposely don't.
Yeah, my shop actually gets the books in.
It's sold out.
Yeah, weirdly enough, my shop likes me enough to put books in my poll. Reevaluate your decisions.
That's why I pre-order, and they have them there for me.
Undiscovered country. Let's go. Good pick.
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
All right. Man, and you really gave me a hard time for voting against you.
Oh.
You were like betrayed.
I was a little disappointed in you, but that's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm counting on your vote for when we do the villains.
I just choose right. Undiscovered country.
That's a good series.
And a book I was really excited for the creator to come back to comics, Echolands issue 2. I guess it would be Echolands.
The best art, that like literally the best art, in my opinion.
Truly an alternative book.
Yes.
You have to turn it sideways.
Yep. I knew Kyle would be proud of me on that one.
Thank you.
Wheelchair Superhero, thanks for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Oh, yeah. See you later, Wheelchair Superhero.
All right. Let's do my Marvel books now. All right. We have
Polka Dot
Inferno #1. Some books I just get because I have to have everything X related.
I heard
so that was the Inferno.
I get it.
That's an expensive prospect right there.
It is, but I've been doing it for so long, and I have every. I mean, I don't know what you know about my collection, but I have every X-Men book. It's the first big run I ever completed. So,
wow,
that's
from GSX or from one.
What?
From GSX.
From one.
I'm impressed.
I have one X-Men book.
Yeah, me too.
I bought it on accident. I bought it because of the back cover, actually.
And then we got Wolverine.
Yeah, I almost picked that up.
And another book that I've been on since I started reading comics, Thor.
Yep.
And anybody who knows how I collect knows I'm going to be getting some Darkhawk. And that's my Marvel books.
Darkhawk, I think, is in the same city of Miles Morales. Is that right?
I believe this Darkhawk is, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, the original Darkhawk was Queens, too. Is that where Miles is? Yeah. The original Chris Powell was Queens.
Is Miles in Queens? I thought he was Brooklyn.
Run DMC's in Queens.
Yeah. Okay.
Stone's throw.
Go ahead, Mike.
DC books, Robin.
Yes, Robin.
some Williams, some love.
Legends of the Dark Knight. Detective Comics starring Batman.
Who does Legends of the Dark Knight? Not to bring it back too far.
Thomas.
Okay.
And I'm not even going to attempt the other.
That's fine. Yeah. I just needed to know the first one.
Deathstroke Incorporated #1.
Yes.
Somewhere Carlito was smiling.
Yep.
Yeah, I know, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Superman Action Comics.
That's a cool cover too.
And then Superman Son of Kal-El. And that's it for the DC books at the new shop. All right. Then I have a few other things. I talked to... So I had some big mail calls this week. Stuff that I've been waiting to come from CBCS. One of them is this, which...
yes. An original Romita.
Yep. Witness signature, John Romita with sketch on 2/23/2021. He is not doing sketches anymore. It may just be a simple head remark, but it's mine.
The franchise himself.
Nice.
That's
on
awesome.
a cocktail napkin?
Yeah.
It could be on a matchbook. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
I just think it would be great.
It's what I could get.
Napkin. It's like I was in a bar and he was sitting there, came up for a drink, and I said, "Hey."
I think honestly, Beckerman, I think it presents really well too.
I did too. And then I have a Lashley remark on this version. And then number.
Nice.
Look at that. You're holding a little bit of Canada right in your hand right there.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
I knew Chris
Lashley's
would
such a
dig
nice
it.
guy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
Lashley.
I'll give you my address. You can send it to me.
I am a Lead Killer fan.
And then this is a Riley Brown Night Thrasher. Didn't get the grade I wanted. I should have just went art, but whatever.
Yeah, 9.4 on a full color sketch cover. That's
nothing to hang. That's nothing to be disappointed in. That's terrific.
And then I bought a page from Doug Mankey.
Oh.
And this is from probably like 2006. JLA issue 89, page 3, and a huge shot of Plastic Man becoming an octopus and a lobster claw and taking it.
That is awesome.
Plastic Man.
That is really nice.
Yeah, so I really enjoy the non-traditional here. Like, I like your lesser-known guys, and Plastic Man is somebody I'm a big fan of.
I actually know of Plastic Man. I'll if I get into Marvel, I get into like the trolley characters like Skrulls, Plastic Man.
I'm a big Speedball guy, New Warriors, Dark Hawk. For DC, I like Plastic Man. I like Ragman.
I like Power Pack.
Jack Knight, Starman.
Yeah.
Starman.
Starman. For me,
I try to do that to Jack Knight. I love Jack Knight.
For me, the lesser known characters I still really have a soft spot for Longshot. Arthur Adams did the miniseries in the mid '80s, and
love Longshot.
Yeah, became a member of the X-Men.
I like to watch some of those nice adventure ones. I like to read like the Sea Devils and my Mystery in Space and my Space and Strange Adventures and all that stuff.
So this was after Longshot, but Chris, do you remember Adam X Extreme from early 90s X books?
Adam X.
Yeah, Extreme. He was the guy that threw the little he threw the little stilettos, and when he cut you, he could electrify your blood.
Off and
Yes. Oh, that was so cheese.
Okay, well, they brought him back in X-Men Legends.
Oh, yeah.
X-Men Legends is the name of that series.
Yep.
And I came so close to pulling a trigger on a page that had a huge splash of him on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
cool, man.
I still might do it. It hasn't sold yet. I'm chewing on it.
Did you say that Plastic Man was DC?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was Marvel.
He's been around for a long time.
Mr. Fantastic.
Mr.
60 years at least. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
he was in Golden Age. He started off in police comics and then
later on.
Because he debuted with 7-Eleven Man, 711 Man.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Well, let's go to the honorary.
And guys,
Mayor
I'm
of
going
New
to take
York.
this opportunity. I got to pop off and start making dinner. So
Okay, Mike, thanks
What are
for
you
coming
making
on,
of?
man. Appreciate it.
see
Yeah, what are you
guys.
making? Oh,
Later,
Hasta
brother.
luego, Becker.
God, am I muted? Did he not hear me ask him about food? As a fat man, when another fat man asks you about food, you are required to reply with what kind of food he's talking about.
he left you high and dry. All right, Anthony. We know that you never hit your LC. You haven't hit your LCS, but you said you got some special stuff from King Kong.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you, that show was so amazing to see all the guys that I haven't seen in a while, and some I've never even seen, just Instagram and stuff. It was so much fun, man. I wish you guys could have showed it. Would have been even better. I mean, it was so much, and it was great. I was like, next to very Gary, the Butcher was around like every 2 seconds we were talking. Erod was across from me. Home of New York Warriors was right with them and everything. So it was like, it was just a whole big family, and like,
New York crew right there. Yeah.
It's a who's who of YouTube of New York. Yeah,
it was so much fun. I mean, and this was you're gonna laugh. This is the first con that I actually didn't spend more than I made. So I did pretty good. I usually spend so much more than what I make. And it's like, because, inventory, but just, you see so many things. You can support people and stuff, but yeah. So this was this tiny little bunch, because this is all I actually had because I was looking through this. A friend of mine that comes to my sale on Saturdays brought some books and said, hey, you want to buy them? And I didn't even look at them. I just said, what do you want? He said, all right, this amount. I said, there you go. And then now it's Christmas, so I got to see the books. So one of them, which I love this book, Saga 1, but it's the fifth print. So I don't know. I'm always into like because I was very fortunate to do the Something's Killing the Children. Bought them from #1, and I bought all the variants, and I bought like the 6th variant, the 6th printing, and all the the big ones when they were $3.99. So I'm always a big feeler of. I have 2 copies of the 6th print of #1, and
sell them all. You don't even need them. Get rid of them.
Yeah. That was great. And then he had this Star Slayer #1.
Nice. That's up my alley. All right.
Very cool.
And actually, it's funny, and I've been, the Rocketeer, I've always loved that character. So in my PC, I've had 4 or 5 copies ever since they've come out. And of course, how to get #1 without #2.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So, and I have like 4 or 5 copies. And a little side note, I was looking through my PC, and I said, okay, that's cool. On the back, on the one that I've had for a long time, actually has one of the pages. I've never seen that before, and I must have bought it like 5, 6, 8 years ago. I think it's page 28 or 29, and it has him going into the abyss. Like I think it's page 20, but it's just a cool little thing, and it's mine. I'm not getting rid of it. I don't care what the hell it's worth. I just love it. So
yeah, I was just going to say to you, Anthony, I think those books are really starting to heat up in the last couple of weeks on the secondary market, right?
Yeah, the Rocketeers are looking at either a movie or Disney Plus or something. Which it's they should have had it a long time ago. Yep. Well, they did in a sense, but you know what I mean. And I've never had. I don't go into the Walmart variants, but it was in the collection. So, and I am a Spidey guy, so the Spider-Verse Walmart variant.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I actually love.
It's got like almost all of them on there, right?
Yeah, there's a lot going on that.
Yep. Sorry for the glare, gentlemen.
No, you're fine.
That's great.
I'm a huge Spidey guy, so you can tell by my logo and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And I love indies. I always have. And when you get I think this is Slab Heroes. Kanto, the Clockwork. It's a 300 homage. I mean, how can you beat that? Like,
very cool.
I've never seen that in
300
my life.
homage.
Isn't that yeah? and it's foil goodness too. It's like all chromy and foily and all that great stuff. So I'd never seen this one either. To be honest with you, when I was looking through, I was like, oh yeah, that's mine. I'll take that. Yep. So that was
There's a lot of spec with Kanto right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and again, being that, and it's not really an LCS, but within a 3-mile radius, I have probably 6 or 7 comic shops, and I go to all of them all the time. Which now they're like probably going out of business because I haven't been there in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I spend with everybody, and I just have a great time. And
awesome.
A lot of shops. There's one in Westchester called the Spider's Web, and the guy, I forgot his name, who wrote Kanto, he lives right down the block. So when he, you always try to support people. So when he came out with Kanto #1, he did signings. I bought like a bunch of copies, and he signed every single one, and this and that. So it was really, really cool just to support. Now look, the books have gone ridiculous.
Yeah.
When I was at Terrificon, one of the guys in the community, Uncle Frank from 3 Men in the Basement, saw that I wasn't able to get the Werewolf by Night Terrificon exclusive. So he gifted me the trade dress. Well,
nice.
as I'm at the show, I find the Virgin, which is one of my favorite covers.
Is that the Ken Lashley variant?
I believe it is.
Oh yes.
Nice.
So and this is so beautiful. Like they did such a nice job on this. I had a Werewolf by Night 32 in a 5.0, but somebody wanted it more than I did, so it's gone. But yeah, I had it for a couple of weeks, and that was a sad thing. I shed a tear. This one's one of my favorite books, and I've been specking on this for a long time. My eyesight's shot. Thunderbolts, Incredible Hulk Thunderbolts.
Oh yes.
But what I love about it is it's the newsstand.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that one's very, especially the year, I forget, but this was during the I think 97. Yeah, 97. Yep, 97. So the ratio.
To find a newsstand too. Yeah.
Exactly. And actually, one of my best books. I'm getting off topic. So really quick, one of my favorite books I have is the second Amazing Fantasy, the 2004 series with Amadeus Cho and stuff. And I was at a place in New Egypt, New Jersey. And I looked up on the wall and I seen it. I was like, oh, this is about 6 months ago. I said, oh, it's heating up and everything. Let me pick it up. But when you see something and something's wrong with it, but you're not sure what it is. But I knew it was a real, wasn't a reprint or anything. I get it home. I'm looking. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with this? It winds up being the newsstand. Now, I have never seen one for sale, nor is there any for sale right now on Key Collector. Some people say the devil, but you can't. It is what it is. Key Collector is a great tool. And so like the only one that sold was like for $1,500-$1,600, something like that. So I don't know. Mine's like probably 9.4, 9.6. But that was what was wrong with it. It was the newsstand, and being that I used to only buy newsstand, I knew there was something wrong with it. But yeah, I was very fortunate to get that, and still have it. I'm not, Amadeus Cho is just up and up and up and up and up. Being that you guys are a little bit better at this than I am, a great guy in the community gave me, he gifted me. It is Clash of Kings, and I've never heard of it. It's issue 6, and there's a first appearance. But he gifted me this. This was when the pandemic was like really hitting hard, and there was something like only 2,000 of these made or whatever. And this is the 1 in 10. So it's someone the Conqueror. I can't remember who it was, but it's from I guess Game of Thrones, and I don't know. So he gifted that to me, and I just want to give a shout out.
Very cool.
To Doug. He's an amazing gentleman, and that's it. That's all I got.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Oh man, anytime you talk comics and see new books, man, it's a great day. Great.
So Anthony, keep all your Canto and sell all your Something Is Killing the Children. That's
not yet. Don't pull the trigger yet.
Keep Canto.
Don't listen to Kyle. Don't listen to Kyle.
Something Is Killing the Children. You don't need it in your collection. You don't need it in your PC.
That's great.
Full stories have been up to know Canto is coming. It's true.
Mhm.
Canto is
Canto's
coming.
a good story. Something Is Killing the Children is very niche.
Yes.
That's my take.
I think if anything, maybe Department of Truth might have a little more legs than Something's Killing Children. But if they do it right, though, the Slaughterhouse could be. It's a guessing game. Like everybody always says, buy what you like, read what you enjoy, and you can never go wrong. If you can make something out something beautiful, but something, enjoy the books. That's what we're here for. If you made a buck, that's fine.
That's the whole point.
For me, it's more like I got into this because I've always loved comics. I've been buying comics since '75. So I would buy them right off the newsstand at $0.25 a piece. So for me, it's always been about the book and the art and everything like that. Mm-hmm. But I fell into the fact of getting a huge collection once and started selling that just to make some extra money to buy my books. So now, even though I'm selling, and that's why I sell things so cheap, I know what I'm in for, and I just want to get free books for myself. So that way my PC is paid for, everyone gets a great price, and we could all just read and have fun,
Yeah.
All right, Anthony, awesome. I take back my comment. You have the right mentality. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for that. Thank you. No, that was really spoken, and I really appreciate that. So
my pleasure, man. My pleasure. Absolutely. Now you guys are amazing too. So, and I hate to be another gentleman who's gonna talk and leave, but I am starving. I worked all good, Anthony. Day. And so I just want to thank you, gentlemen, so much for having me again. It's my pleasure to be on here, and I feel a privilege to you guys thinking that my time is worth something more than just I am by. So,
Anthony, the invitation's always there, my man.
I appreciate that. I will take you up on that, definitely.
All right, Anthony.
Have a good night, everybody. Take care.
See you later, Anthony. Nice meeting you.
Good night, everybody. Same here. Same here. Take care.
Bye.
Oh man,
it's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good peeps. Good peeps. Yeah.
Yep.
He was one of the first guys to follow my channel and follow me on Instagram. And then when I started paying attention to what he was doing and seeing the web of his close friends like Barry Gary and 3 Men in the Basement, like it's part of a large New York City based community. And he puts up a lot of bangers. And then every so often I'll just contact him. He's like, Chris, that one's actually for the PC, man. I'm like, oh, okay. I feel you. I get it.
Yeah.
Stephen C., thanks for joining us.
What's going on, homie?
But yeah, so I haven't seen What If today. I have no idea what the story was. Have you guys watched What If?
I haven't seen it, but I know what the story is.
Okay.
So I won't spoil it though.
No, give me a little bit of what you know, Chip.
Give us something. I'm not even gonna
I don't know
it.
nothing. I'm just teasing.
Oh.
They ask a question, what if, and then they change something slightly.
No, I did actually hear something. I heard something about I got my brain farting, the time guy, the
Kang the Conqueror.
No, not Kang the Conqueror. The guy that's always in the cloud. I forgot what his
name
the
is. Watcher. Yeah,
the Watcher, and Thanos get into a fight.
Oh,
yeah.
Is this thing on? Testing 1, 2.
Testing. No, we didn't hear you, Rob.
Interesting.
At least I think, and I seen, and hold on a minute, because I actually even
Bueller.
Yeah, no, I know. I hear you. Bueller. I gotta find it.
Voodoo Economics.
No, I don't have it. Okay, I thought I downloaded it on my computer. There was a background, a scene in that fight that is pretty epic looking. That people were like, "Oh, that'd be awesome as a background." So I actually downloaded the background of it just to have on my computer, but it's on my Mac up there. But it's supposed to be pretty good. So that's all I heard though, and that was strictly through Reddit. So I don't know anything about the story or anything. They were just talking about how epic that was. So that's it. That's all I got for you, man.
But yeah, last week I enjoyed the only child Thor story, and
that was okay. Yeah.
And Mark did not from Legion of Comics, and then on his channel Sunday night, him and I had a little bit of a Loki Thor battle about it. Like he was panning it, but everyone knows he's kind of pro DC, and I'm just because I'm a guest on this channel doesn't mean I have to float along with everything that he says. So I just said, "Nah, man, I thought it was good," and he's like, "Nope, it wasn't good." So I laid out some points on why I thought it was good. Go ahead, Kyle.
Absolutely. I just want to chime in real fast. I love when people have conflicting opinions.
Ultron, that's who it was.
Like the fact that you were getting pushback and you weren't backing down. I was like, yeah, Chris, freaking hold your ground. Let's go. Like you can't. It was great. I really enjoyed watching that in the sense of like you get to see both sides of like other opinions and like arguments based on that fact. Like it was great content. That's all I have to say. Like I appreciate the knowledge. So.
Jim was saying that he watched it and he sees my position, but it was tough to watch. That's okay, man. That's why there's chocolate and vanilla. But it was, again, I kind of have a soft spot for Thor. That's all.
Twist.
Yeah, and Steven is right. It was actually Ultron. It wasn't Thanos. So that was who he was fighting. Ultron and the Watcher.
Shut up, Mark.
It's just
Mark's in the crash and he isn't even here to defend himself.
I know Mark's not here, but the one thing I can say about Mark is Mark kind of holds Marvel to a very high level, even though he won't say that. So he expects close to perfection when it comes to Marvel, just because some of his all-time favorite characters, the Hulk, Wolverine, they're Marvel characters, and obviously right now he's very much a DC guy. So he expects like a certain level. If it kind of fails to be underneath that line, it might as well be right rock bottom. But there's only so much panning I can let him do before I'm like, listen. It's good. It's not great, but it's good. There's a difference between good and great.
That's fair. Yeah. And we're in this for entertainment. I mean, you got to take it back to the roots. I mean, granted, there's a bunch of creators in our community too. But in the end, it's all about like just generating a conversation and generating like a topic of what to discuss. So I really enjoy that aspect. So, but
so there was a leak today on one of the comic book news sites. I don't like promoting certain sites, but I'm gonna tell the story. What I saw was talking about Flashpoint, the Flash movie that's coming. Starring Ezra Miller, that apparently has Michael Keaton and Affleck in it as Batman, and they talked about there was actually going to be a villain in there that no one is apparently supposed to see coming, that somehow gets into the Time Force and then into the movie. How true it is, I don't know, but I'm gonna spoil it because it's already out there for anyone to read. It's General Zod, and it's the Henry Cavill General Zod, portrayed by Michael Shannon, a guy who I enjoy Michael Shannon's work. He did a movie called The Iceman, and I thought it was fantastic, where he tells a story, or it's his life story as a mafia hitman. Anyways, he plays General Zod, and I thought he did a good job in Man of Steel. So I just kind of thought, what did you guys think? I know that you guys have seen the DC movies, but Flashpoint with Zod, like, have they kind of killed off the whole, like, are you tired of the Kryptonian aspect to these DC movies all the way through or not?
That's just DC in general. Everything's all about Superman. They can't. That's why they continue to create another pantheon of gods, and it's just
Austin. Look what he's doing to your stuff.
But I wish that they'd move on beyond Zod. I mean, let's be honest. There hasn't been a good Zod since the 70s, and they tried. Shannon tried, but the script was kind of weird, and then it got really screwy when they turned him into frickin' Doomsday. But so I don't need to bring him back again. I mean, I don't know. To be honest, I'm really apathetic and not looking for it. Despite redemption with the Snyder Cut, I'm still so irritated with so much of how DC stumbled and bumbled what they've done for the most part recently, that it's more of like you have to prove yourself to me. I'm not willing to take a gamble on you on properties I don't care about. Whereas Marvel has done the opposite, where they've continued to do well enough with their stuff that you've been willing to take gambles, and they can sit there and say, yeah, we're going to make Shang-Chi. Yeah, we're going to make Ant-Man. Yeah, we're going to make this. And the studio
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, and the studio execs go,
that was like a C-list.
Really? This is not. You want us to give you lots of money for this? And they go, yeah, look at our track record. Okay, great. But DC doesn't have that. But Warner Brothers is just so desperate that they just keep throwing cash out.
Yeah, the DC stuff. Aquaman. I get that it was $1 billion film. I didn't think it was that good personally.
I didn't either.
But Shazam, I thought Shazam was so much better. I thought Shazam was a total different recipe, total different flavor. We're gonna they're gonna keep it within his own universe, but we're gonna talk about the fact that Batman and Superman do exist, and that they're holier, like they're holy people, like everyone's looking up to them, and we're just gonna portray it through a bunch of kids that are down on their luck. And
let's be honest, Shazam is maybe the most Marvel DC character. Billy Batson is a character that people can relate to. You can relate to. You can be a young kid. People have been in hard situations. They've done these things, and he comes into some powers through some magical way, sure, but he's not born with
Steven's telling the truth.
Massive powers, or he's not a we can't relate. I'm sorry, I can't relate to being Batman. I can relate to being upset about something and wanting vengeance, but I can't relate to having so much money that I can just freaking buy whatever I want and do whatever.
A 1%er,
right? He's a 1% of the 1%ers. The way that man pisses money away, right? I mean, Superman, I can't relate. I can't relate to Aquaman. I can't relate to this, but Shazam, good.
But I thought
just because
that's a big boy book in Chip's hands.
No.
There you go. He's up there right next to Black Adam.
Yeah. This is one of the books that I was like, when I got started collecting, I'm like, I gotta get like a Shazam book just because I grew up watching Shazam and loving Shazam.
Right. Well, I mean, even though it was awful when you go back and try to watch
terrible.
it.
Yeah,
the 70s,
it was the worst. But
the 70s.
But he rode a dirt bike.
He rode a dirt bike. He rode around in a motorhome with an old man. What could go wrong?
What's wrong with that? Yeah.
That was the good old days of America when we were almost like Canada.
Yep. Almost.
Trusting. We were trusting and friendly and courteous and kind.
Yes. We don't lock doors, so just come on in.
Except that
it's funny because as a kid, we never locked my doors. Like my doors were never locked as a kid growing up.
I mean, it's so funny. You just went out.
And I lived in a big
Parents
subdivision.
didn't care where the kids went. Who cares? If we lose them, we'll just make another. No big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ. But I thought the best DC movies since Joss Whedon's Justice League, I thought was Shazam. just because I felt like this is
Did
the movie where
Joss Whedon's
Justice League. Yep.
You liked that?
I'm just saying I thought it was the best one since that came out.
Oh, okay. So you're not saying
because
that was a good one.
No. I'm just saying that's the marker
so
right
there was
there.
Other good ones before that.
I enjoyed the Man of Steel. I enjoyed Batman versus Superman.
Or was it a good movie?
I thought the first Wonder Woman movie was excellent.
Yes.
I thought Wonder Woman 84 was a travesty.
It was horrific, train wreck.
And they seem to be just taking a lot of their hardcore fans on a roller coaster ride, and a lot of them are frustrated. Now, I get that Zack Snyder's Justice League salvaged a lot of, broken hearts, and, God bless him for making it, this magnus opus of a film, 4 hours of master work.
It was more than 4 hours. It would have been nice if it was 4 hours.
Right. And I'm glad they ended up doing it the way they did, just one singular film as opposed to cutting it up. And is that B that you're holding up there?
What do you mean?
Like that's the Marvel Universe, but is that for the letter B?
No, this. Oh yeah. This is A.
I thought that was Batroc the Leaper on the cover there.
Yeah, this is A and B. So,
yeah, that's Batroc the Leaper there.
I was just throwing it up there because it's what Steven's been talking about.
Oh, okay. But I'm interested to see where they go. Flashpoint obviously is going to be their big reset button where they get to dump a lot of these actors and actresses. But they got a good thing with Henry Cavill. They got a good thing with Henry Cavill, but they're screwing that up. They got a good thing with Gal Gadot, and they won't give her a good script.
DC. I'm going to talk to you for a second, guys.
Time to get real.
DC, please.
Just because the Marvel Cinematic Universe has made this giant connecting thing.
Yes.
You don't have to do that.
No.
You can make individual movies. Maybe there's a crossover that happens here and there, but it does not have to be everything's about making these giant big movies. They can be individual events unto themselves, little trilogies. That's fine. You don't even have to make a trilogy. You can make a single movie and be done and walk away. It's okay. Be different. Do better.
That's like this.
It's like an Apple advertisement from the old Macintosh. Be different. Albert Einstein.
But like do better is like the mantra of like a lot of DC books.
We're gonna homage 1984 all we can.
Exactly.
Superman, do better.
Yeah. See, the Joker was an example of when basically Warner Brothers, gave a director free reign, and and that director in turn then let loose one of the best actors of our generation to have free reign again. And the result was the result was a very good Joker movie.
It was, and what was great about it also was that it was a completely different, fresh take and spin.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have to be so. Therefore, because of that, it was freed from the baggage of 100 years, practically, or 80 years of continuity and fanboys who would just go, "Give me what's in the book." Well, the problem is, anything Batman and Superman, those characters have been around for so long. I guess it's all from the book. It just may not be the part of the book that you read or remember. They've done everything. They've rewritten it all. You want it from the book? Great. Let's go create a world's finest comics movie, Chris. That movie will flop so fast. It was, hey, we made you a true to the comics movie.
Unless we put those race cars in it.
Yeah, there you go.
The thing I enjoyed about the Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips film was, I really hoped that they were going to borrow from The Killing Joke, and I only say that because The Killing Joke is my favorite Batman story, even though it's just supposed to be a one shot, and it was so good that over time DC just couldn't ignore it. And then watching the film. And of course, we get that little bit of Batman origin at the tail end of the story. And looking back at it, thank God they didn't borrow from The Killing Joke. Thank God that they just let Todd Phillips come up with a movie and let Joaquin Phoenix, run wild with the character. And now it's its own entity. It doesn't need The Killing Joke. It doesn't need like Rob said, 80 years of Infantino or or whatever, Neil Adams, whatever. Yeah, it's just what it is, and it's a reimagining, and it worked. But that's what happens when you give, good creators free reign, and that's the kind of thing that they've suffered from, especially with this last Wonder Woman film. They've reeled back Patty Jenkins a little bit, and that's the film we got. When instead her first offering, based around the First World War, was terrific. They just okay, go ahead, see what you can do with Gal Gadot, and it turned out to be excellent.
Yeah.
Let's see you go ahead and try to make a movie with a woman lead do something. Oh, damn, you did. Okay,
yeah.
We know how to fuck her up.
Yeah.
Let's make her pine over a man.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's
That's sad.
Adrian saying he has high hopes for the Batman for the same reasons. It's not shackled to what came before it, and again, they actually have some real good talent in that film as well. So we'll see if they give Matt Reeves free reign.
I hope so. I'll tell you, I'm pessimistic, but that's just maybe I've got too much baggage in the lead actor. But
you have to be pessimistic though, based on the track record.
Right. I mean, that's it. If I go in thinking it's going to be hot trash, then if it's just mediocre, all of a sudden then you're like, my expectations. I go, wow, I really liked it. And that's kind of the problem with, and that's the problem with certain movies, right? Is you go in just expecting such garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I like Yoga Hosers, I suppose. I thought it was going to be just a complete and utter waste of celluloid. And instead, I was mildly amused, and I think it's great now. Yep. Well, no, it's not carried away. I don't think it's great. I think it's fun, and I think that it's a good homage to Full Moon Studios. But beyond that, it is what it is. It's
the same way. I went into Shang-Chi thinking it was going to be crap, and I thoroughly walked away from it like, oh, this is awesome.
See, at this point, I haven't seen it
full through. Yeah,
but I don't expect it to be crap at this point, just because Marvel's track record is well enough. Although you're always still somewhat cautiously in the background, going like, is this the time that maybe they bit off more than they can chew?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last maybe a bit.
The last time I thought Marvel did that, they what in the world are they? What in the world are they attempting here? Was going into Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, why in the world? Like, that was a book I never touched growing up as a teenager, and it was always there, and they're always changing characters. I'm like, why in the world would I be invested in this book?
Yeah.
And I thought it was the best space movie since Star Wars I've ever seen. I thought it was just phenomenal.
Awesome. Yeah.
I couldn't keep my eyes off Rocket, and his CGI was terrific. And now I hope that the franchise just keeps going. Again, in Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi, however you want to properly pronounce it. Again, it's just one of those movies. I tried to educate myself a little bit on the character, and in the end, I enjoyed it so much. I shouldn't have done it. I should have just went in with a complete open mind. And just just give me the character that this director wants to give us, and enjoy him this way, as opposed to reading some of the Master of Kung Fu stuff from the 70s, or like his James Bond style of stuff from the last couple of years. And and again, it's just a good movie, and it was just a cool movie, and the soundtrack really played well into it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm coming into it when I go to see it the same way.
It's it's a lot better than Black Widow. But again, it's somewhat similar to Black Widow as well. Just with the hand-to-hand martial arts stuff that's there.
Yeah.
But again, Widow came out after a long time of nothing, so everyone just picked the hell out of it. Picked it apart.
Black Widow had a couple of things going against it. One was that much downtime, but I think it suffered a little bit, not for the same reasons, but it suffered the same problem that Wonder Woman 2 did, and that is so much expectation and anticipation for it that it was going to be extremely difficult to live up to that hype. And that's where I think Eternals has an advantage. So many people are thinking, really? The Eternals?
Really?
I mean, this is it. I mean, and some of the initial trailers were so cryptic and so minuscule that you were just going like, dude, you guys have freaking drunk your own Kool-Aid with what you think you're bringing this one to the table. And, who knows? They could still stumble and fall. But they could. But some of the more recent trailers have made you at least go. Maybe
I will agree. Yeah.
The cool thing about
the couple trailers, I'm like, yeah, what the heck is this? Angelina Jolie, what the hell are they thinking?
But
so now
I don't think that expectations aren't necessarily as high.
Yeah.
Everyone's expecting that it's going to be meh. So if it delivers better than meh, then all of a sudden it becomes a success, right? And it clears a couple $100 million. And it chalks up, and the truck keeps on moving down the tracks.
Yeah, the cool thing about the one thing the Eternals has going for it is even the average comic book reader doesn't know much about the Eternals. Like, let's be honest. Like, a lot of it's outside of our wheelhouse. A lot of it may have happened before a lot of us were born, but the thing is, they have a very good cast there, and like Richard Madden, he played obviously Game of Thrones. They have Kit Harington, who is most well known as Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, and Angelina Jolie, who may actually be more of a secondary character in this. Yeah. But they have a very good ensemble. So I'm kind of wondering how many are actually going to make it out of this movie. Like, I'm sure there's going to be a few that fall. And I'm kind of thinking maybe Angelina Jolie just signed that one movie contract.
Done and done, yeah.
But, like, I know that she works for Disney and that she walks hand in hand being the Maleficent character. So I don't know if someone called in a favor to get her kind of thing. But the appeal of this movie to me is not Angelina Jolie at all. I want to see Richard Madden's character, and I want to see Jon Snow portray the Black Knight, because a lot of people know that the Black Knight is actually very important to the Avengers franchise as well. But this story, this one here is going to be almost important, if not more important, than the Multiverse of Madness, because it's going to open up everything when it comes to space. We're going to get a young Thanos in this movie. We're going to get to see Celestials. We may even get to see the Living Tribunal. And more importantly, we could get finally an Easter egg of Galactus, if Galactus is supposed to be the next big bad.
More importantly, we could finally get through the Multiverse of Madness, we could finally get the crossover we've all been wanting, and that is the Monty Python.
Here we go.
With the Black Knight.
the Power Girl.
No. Forget that. No. I just want to see the Black Knight from Monty Python make it into the MCU.
I wonder if they'll put that helmet on him just as an homage or a quiet gag.
Or have somebody behind with like a somebody with backgrounds with scales and a duck or something, something silly. Come on.
Or when he shows up in his suit, he kind of hops on one leg for a second. But yeah. Well, gentlemen, it's been an hour and a half. I want to thank you for your time. I'm going to wrap it up. I know Rob's probably getting ready to start operating one of his 5 smokers or 3 barbecues or
cooking.
However,
I think tonight's taco night.
Oh,
it is Tuesday.
No, it isn't.
It's Wednesday.
It's new comic book day, man. Come on, Kyle.
He's doing his all on a phone. He doesn't know anything about
his problem is that he time travels, so he doesn't know.
Yeah, that's true. He gets confused.
Well done, Rob. Way to save it for him there, Rob.
And to be honest, we're in California. Every day is Tuesday. Because every day is taco day.
Okay. I didn't see where you're going with that one, man. But yeah. Gentlemen, thank you for coming on and showing us what you got. It was one hell of a new comic book day.
Always a pleasure showing you what I have.
And yeah,
good
for you. Good for you, Chip. If I pitch it down the middle, feel free to take me downtown. But again, gentlemen, I hope that you can join me next week. And those who are listening or catching this on the rewind, feel free to hop on. It's an open invitation to show us what you got. Next week does promise to be a very good comic book day as well. Hopefully, my wallet is not as angry with me next week as it was today. And again, I heard a lot of curse words. I got to be honest.
Me too.
But again, today was a really big day. Department of Truth, Something is Killing the Children, The Amazing Spider-Man, amongst a lot of other stuff. It's all thumbs up, when you're enjoying comic books. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Chip, Kyle, and Rob, my name is Chris, the Comic Vet. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us, and we'll catch you next time.
Slap up. Wait, no.